Hi everybody, my name is Trine Mikkelsen. I'm a yoga therapist teacher here in Montreal. I support women with menstrual health issues, endometriosis, fertility, and today I want to talk about PMS and my favorite poses for PMS. Now my absolute most favorite pose is stretching deep into the fridge and the freezer at the same time, grasping for my chocolate ice cream and my whipped cream, and of course I always want to add a little bit of fresh fruit for health. And my second most favorite pose is this one, towards my husband, because he just doesn't get me on those few days. And then followed by this pose while I watch a real good girly movie. Those are my three favorite poses. Are you with me? Do you recognize any of it? What does these three poses have in common? What is it that our body is really trying to tell us those days before our periods and into those first few days as our bleeding start? It wants nourishment. It wants to be listened to. It wants to be soothed and cared for. It's frustrated. So what I try and do is to listen to that. And I try and get a little bit ahead of the game. Because once I'm too deep into my PMS, all I care about is the chocolate ice cream, the yelling and the crying, and the good girly movie. And those are all okay, but they're symptoms. They're our body's way of trying to reach out and talk to us. So I want to share with you a few poses that really offer a way for you to connect to yourself and to listen to that emotion. Listen to those cravings. What is it that I really crave? What is it throughout my month that I might not have done that I really felt like I wanted to do? What are some of the emotions, some of the thoughts, some of the actions? You know, it's a little bit like, I'm from Denmark, we like soccer. So it's a little bit like during the month, your body might have given you the yellow card a few times and going, hey, maybe this is something you should talk to your partner about. Oh, don't have time now. No, it's such a small thing. I don't want to, rock the boat. It's okay. I want to be a good girl. I don't want to talk about it. Or I would really like to do this. No, I don't have time. It's not now. And then come those few days before your period and during your first day of your period, it's the red card, like full blown. Do I have your attention now? That's what the body's trying to say, and the emotions. What are some of the things that you are deeply sad about that you haven't listened to? So this is a time for you, if you can do it those first few days, or even earlier, start building up and sort of preparing, taking some time. And you know what? I might have a doggy here who's going to be very disruptive because it's windy outside. And he can hear that the branches of the trees are like scratching on the ceiling, and he thinks it's like a big squirrel or something. That's very excited. I'm going to just put him next door close. Come faster. Go. Come on. There you go. So, create a little haven for yourself with blankets and bolsters or pillows from your bed. You might have a nice cup of warm tea, which I always enjoy. Candles. If you have special stones or deities or anything, things from nature that you really enjoy, have it around you. Maybe I have a nice natural oil here that helps me relax. It makes me feel soothed. So this is really like creating the whipped cream and the chocolate ice cream here and the cherries. And it's soothing something deep inside me that might have ended up in a lot of tears. And listening to that voice that my partner might not listen to, but am I even listening to it? So bringing with you into a space that you create, that's your little womb, that you're literally going inside symbolically into your womb going inward, because the energy right before periods is a natural energy of going inwards and downwards. So come to a comfortable sitting position. And I like to roll a blanket up behind me so I can come up sitting higher. The rule is to have your hips higher than your knees, so whatever that means for you, to come up a little higher, because that way your pelvic will naturally tilt forward and you can relax without having to hold that low back straight. And then we're going to just move with that sensation of opening up, coming into the world, and closing down, coming inward, opening up and coming inward. That's what we're doing throughout the month. So as we ovulate, we're naturally out. And as we start preparing for bleeding, we naturally go inward. So we want to move through that. So bringing your hands, clasp your hands behind your neck, breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, curling around. So you're moving back and forth. I'm going to turn around so you can see it from the side. There you go. Breathing in, opening out. Coming inward, breathing out. Keep moving as long as you feel you need to. Another amazing thing that this does is it starts moving the energy in the body. Some of that irritation that we hold, that we call PMS, some of that irritation can also be things that are trapped. So you want to start moving it. You want to start moving the energy in your body, start releasing. And emotions might come to the surface, and that's totally fine. You can add sound, you can go, like whatever you feel you need to release in a place that's safe, where it's just you and yourself. Moving through that until you feel that things starts calming down. And you're going to come back to center and just move very gently from side to side a few times, stretching your sides. Lifting up, opening, not just front and back, but your sides too. And then bringing your hands down. We're going to do a little simple twist. So bringing your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you to support you. Looking around. Breathing in, lifting up. As you breathe in, have this sense of lifting up. And as you breathe out, you relax into the pose. And then letting go. Coming back to center. And then moving to the other side. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, coming down. Side to side. It's scary outside if you're a little doggy. And then we're going to take that sensation of moving outwards and coming inwards, working with those two extremes. We're going to take it a little bit further. So we're going to move forward, going into a supported child's pose where you can really have this sense of going inward. You can stack up. If you don't have a bolster, you just want to stack up your blankets or your pillows, if you have pillows, until you come to a height that feels comfortable for you. If sitting on your heels like this isn't comfortable, just bring in another piece of blankets. This is why before you start, gather all the softness in your house. All your blankets, your pillows, like I said, your tea, your essential oils, your candles, you know, bring it all with you. You could even bring one healthy, organic, dark piece of chocolate. Okay, and then you're going to come forward, coming into that child's pose, supported. If you have an extra blanket, roll it up. A nice heavy one is really helpful. If you have a sandbag, even better. For something heavy, you can place on your low back to help that sensation of being weighed down. Breathe deeply. Allow yourself to breathe all the way in to your low back, into your hips, into your abdomen. Soften your shoulders. Breathe into that space between your shoulder blades. So really expanding the back of your body. And have a sense that the universe is there to support you. The universe have your back. And just close your eyes. And keep breathing. Allow that sensation of the bolster, the pillows, the blankets to rise up and hold you. You're supported. Not only are you supported by the blankets, you're supported by the mat, the floor. You're supported by Mother Earth underneath. Know that she always rises up to support you. You're not alone. And just allow whatever it is that you're feeling these last few days before your period, whatever irritation or sadness, cravings, let them sink into this mat. Breathe them in. As you breathe out, just allow yourself to relax deeper and deeper. So connecting the gap between who you are most of the month and the emotions that you're feeling, allow that gap to come closer together. So connecting with yourself, being with yourself. And again, hold it as long as it's needed for you. And then when you're ready, you're going to come up to sitting. You're going to turn around. So we're going to move to the opposite. So coming from that position of being in the womb, of coming inward, of being supported. Another really helpful thing to do with the body is to have a very gentle, supported back bend, where we get to lift up our heart and open up the front of our bodies, breathing into the front of our body to lift any sense of depression or sadness. So there's many ways you can have your legs. You can have them, let's see if you can see me here. Have your feet flat on the ground and just let them fall out to either side. Or you can have your legs crossed, whatever feels comfortable. You want to make sure that your legs don't slide out. You don't have to hold anything yourself. So some people like to use a belt to strap around, but I find that it's a nicer, softer support to have a blanket. So allowing your legs to fall out to either side, and just wrap your toes. There's also something very soothing about having your toes warm and wrapped. So take some time to wrap your blanket around your toes. You might even give yourself a little massage underneath your feet, warming them up, making sure they're nice and warm. If it feels like it's a big hip opener for you to have your legs out like this, take one of your pillows, put them underneath both knees. Again, so you can relax openly without feeling that you're being overstretched. Tuck everything around. Have your pillows or your blankets, your bolster right up, close to your low back. Come all the way down, have another blanket ready. Having your hands out, so you're having palms facing up. And it's really nice to have a blanket that you can tuck around, so you're tucking, just like you were tucking your feet, you're tucking your neck and your head, so it's not moving around, that it feels supported and stable. If you hear whining, there's no ghost in this house, it's Freddy. So opening your hands, palms facing up, and just allow your shoulders to sort of melt around the bolster, around the blankets. Opening your heart, lifting your heart up, opening your pelvic region, opening your hips, and have a blanket to support you. Another nice thing about the blanket is that it can feel like a very exposed pose. So the blanket just makes us feel more protected. Bring in the breath. Breathing deep into your abdomen. Soften your abdomen. Soften your chest. Having nice even in-breaths and out-breath. Soften your legs, your hips. You might want to just start by bringing your awareness down to your feet, asking your feet to relax. So using your mind to connect to your body, asking your feet to relax. Relax feet relax. Then moving up, being aware of your legs. And again, asking your legs to relax. Relax legs. Legs relax. And then very gently start moving up. Feeling your pelvic region. Feeling your belly soften. Asking your belly, relax belly. Belly relax. As the belly relaxes, all your internal organs are relaxing too. And the tension that you might be holding in your womb, in your digestive system, it slowly relaxes and releases, and all the organs can do their job so much better this way. Moving into your back, your low back, your hips, bringing your awareness there, and again, just very gently ask to relax. Relax low back relax. Relax hips, hips relax. Looking down, feeling how your feet, your legs, your abdomen, your hips, your low back is all completely relaxed and released. There's nowhere you have to go right now. This is your time. Your time to be cared for, to be listened to be nourished. Feel the support of the bolster behind you so that it's easy to relax and release your middle back, your upper back, your shoulders. Allow the back of your body to relax and release. Relax back, relax. And as the back relaxes and softens, bring your awareness back to your front, to your chest, and just tune into that rhythmic feeling of the chest rising and falling as you breathe in and expand out, bringing your heart even further forward, breathing out and relaxing into that space that you're creating in your body right now. You are creating, nobody else. Relax chest, chest relax. And as the chest relaxes, emotion might be released. Or you might be aware of them as a first step. Emotions that you weren't able to hear or feel earlier in the month, but now, as you're moving closer to the end of your cycle, the doors are open, the veil is down, the walls are down between you and your emotions. So everything can bubble up to the surface in a good way, in a cleansing way. So let the tears flow, let the blood flow, let everything come to the surface and be released. Bringing your awareness all the way out into your hands and fingers. Relax hands and fingers, relax. Again, there's nothing they have to do right now. And it moves up through your arms. Relax arms, arms relax. And finally you come up to your face. And you can start drawing your senses inward. Asking your eyes to relax. Your ears. Your nose, your mouth. Relax senses, relax. Allow them to go inward, because that's what they really want this time of the month. Use your eyes to look inwardly. Listen with your inner ear to the wisdom, to the messages that's coming up. Use your sense of touch to feel what it feels like to be inside your body right now. The mind is looking down over the whole body and sees that now everything is all right. Everything's relaxed and supported and cared for. So the mind can relax too. Relax mind. Mind, relax. And as the mind relaxes, let it focus on one thing. The mind likes to have something to focus on. Our imagination. So use your imagination, use your mind to imagine brilliant white radiating light all around you, below you, to your sides, above, showering down. And as you breathe in, allow this light to come in through that in-breath, settling in to all your cells, settling in your mind. Every single cell of this, your physical being, is now filled with light. Every level of your consciousness is illumined by light. Keep seeing you filled with light on every in-breath. See the light settling in your body with every out-breath, until you become a mass of light. Feel the vibration, the warmth of the light inside and all around you. And imagine this light moving beyond your body, and it starts circling around your body, wrapping around you, creating a cocoon of light from your feet all the way to the top of your head. So you're in this safe, caring, healing, supported cocoon. See yourself in this cocoon, happy, healthy, and whole, receiving what you need right now today. And know that you are always the only person who can give you what those cravings that we feel through that PMS time, those irritation, those sadness, the messages, those deep important messages that are in those symptoms. You're the only one that can listen and care for that. And once you come out of this supported pose, take some time to write down anything that came forward. And then bring this wisdom, whatever it was that needed to be cared for. Bring it in to next month. So take action on it. It's like if you go out with your girlfriend and she tells you, really good advice and you don't listen to it. She might not keep wanting to support you. So this is your inner friend, your advice to yourself. Write it down. Follow through, even on a small thing. Something that you've been really longing for. Something you really wanted to talk to your partner about or a friend about, family. Listen. And take good care. And I would love to hear what might have come up. How this little exercise felt for you. If you have any questions, please don't be shy. Take good care. Lots of love.